Okay, things are still horrible. Still don't know who I am. But we have the key. We also need to... You know what? I need to call back to get additional funds. Because I need a place to stay for a night unless that hobo feature allows me to sleep next to garbage cans. Alright. I'm just gonna... Wait. Who's this dude?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Okay.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
It's the jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. An all-around clusterfuck.
I see.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
So, how long you've been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Do you know about the dead guy?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
I'm busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And what's your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Do you know more about this strike?
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
You know what the union's demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
What you hauling?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
I assume you're joking.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
That your machine behind ya?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Is it an A6?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Can I get a tracksuit?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
So nothing illegal then.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Alright, another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
gonna be low.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
You mean... What's going on with you, man?
I'm okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn. It's
Don't be a stranger.
Alright. What's this?
Welcome to Rivachol.
What's in here?
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what is this frit?
I don't know. Frit?
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Ah, I see. What's that magazine you're reading?
You mean this?
Yes, the one with the girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
What's, forget about that. What's this, fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Interesting. And who is the most stylish there? I can't be for anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Anything you can tell me about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
You don't know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really? Not even... doesn't mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
And do you know how long it's been there?
I don't know, really long.
Alright, thanks for your help.
Uh-huh.
Anything about the reality we're living in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Yeah, sure. Economic reality.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
Okay, what about the physical reality?
I don't know. What about it?
Like, where are we?
We're in Frit
I mean on a larger scale.
as mankind, or as a nation, or...
What will her essay prompt be?
Like, in the world.
We're in Revachol, like, on the Insulindian Isola.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And... what is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
And the one that happened here?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
And the collusion, what's that?
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Cool. I won't bug you anymore then. Yeah, I just pretty much am talking to everyone. What? 3 T's, how idiomatic. Oh, that might be some strikers. I really don't have any money. Alright, I'm gonna quick save. GRIR. Greater Riverview Industrial Harbor. Alright, let's see if we can talk to this dude. Hello, sir. I'm the police.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No?
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
What kind of cause?
Confidence.
So what kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
So somebody's prompted him to say this. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
So who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Okay.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
And what's your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open, and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
What's a head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
And how bad is he be? You seem pretty capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
And have you tried talking to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
What's a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
And what do the strikers want themselves?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting.
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Where are you from, by the way?
What's it to you?
Routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
No, I already got that. I'm interested in your background, sir.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
I might have been there. I might not remember things well.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Alright.
Scab?
Oh, hi there. No, I'm not Scab.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a Scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much, sir.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I'm not a Scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Yeah, I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Do you know who did it?
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
I need to know what's behind these gates I'm exploring.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does that mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
You're speaking riddles, compadre.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That's simple? I can just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
I don't think I can best anybody in a physical confrontation.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has any of the scabs tried converting his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Has anybody ever bested him in physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Got it.
Sure.
Can I have some money?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slipped.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyardero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Appreciated.
Right. Always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean. Not slithering scabs.
What's a strike about anyways?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Nice talk. Nice talk you got there. Right. Let us go back down to him. I don't think I can take on... Okay, let's just be real about this. That guy is probably like Brock Lesnar or Omos or something. Maybe I can talk to this guy again.
Welcome to Revachol.
So why are you undressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Oh, you're racist.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What's happening? You sound angry, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What the hell's happening?
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, Limbo, what's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
And also, got some questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
What you hauling, man?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long's this been going on?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to be picking up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
What was the argument about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Oh, you're a stupid racist.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, I get it. Somebody has to be the unpopular guy.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
I mean, you're not exactly the epitome of race yourself.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, We Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Okay, and what else have you thought up?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
And the problem with that, then?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
What?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any mojitos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
Uh-huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Go right ahead. You may be a cop, but that won't help you avoid the calamity to come.
Lieutenant Kitsuraga's stern expression remains unchanged, but you sense something there. Below. Not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks, wriggled out of it.
Yes? Me?
Yeah.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
So you don't look like other people around here?
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What's Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
I kind of want to know more about it.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
No, the glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
Have you ever talked to yourself? I hear voices in my head.
What do you mean?
You know, like when you're thinking, do you ever have a conversation with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I am out of my fucking mind.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So your brain never chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Alright, let's talk about the case.
What do you want to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
think these labor disputes are very mysterious.
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the Dock Workers Union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
Wait, so is this a strike or an attempted coup?
Strike, coup, revolution. It's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
I don't think grounding any will do anyways. Or
Politics is habit forming and hazardous. It is also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
literally, I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down.
I literally know nothing.
Do you want me to brief you?
Yes.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course.
And we
We
didn't
need
know
to
any-
find out the truth.
And we didn't know anything about the caller.
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Then why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
So let me make this perfectly clear. Is to find the killer.
That's right.
Alright. For different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Oh, what do you mean?
You don't know?
I
I assumed you were in on it.
don't remember. I'm on retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
Cop off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Alright.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I don't know my name. I don't know where I was born. I don't know where we are.
He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch.
Alright. Pissing competition. After initial... Yeah, I'll ask about it. I don't know where my fucking badge is. Alright. I think I need to ask for money. It's probably not gonna work. Because nothing has been going my way. Is there anything here? Oh, what's this?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How the fuck did he manage to blow through his treasury? Well, it's easy to spend money.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Wait, there's no way that's true.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
So, addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
So where is he now? Or is he still in the bay?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
I really don't get art.
Neither do people in Martinez. The statue has proved to be controversial in a neighborhood mostly populated by the left-leaning working class. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Okay. Oh, there's somebody to talk down there. Alright, you got a quick save. Hi there. Oh, what's this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
How about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eelmdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think it's that this story belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
What kind of stickers and insignias?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Sounds like an asshole. Ooh, money. Slowly getting some cash. I am not getting enough to pay for my room, though. What's this? Oh. Hi there.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Excuse me, man. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Excuse me?
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Alright. What's this? I got a tank top. That's great. What's this? Hmm. What's this bench?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Conceptualization. Alright, I have an orange bum hat. That'll give me -1 to rhetoric. I don't have rhetoric. +1 physical. +1 conceptualization. Understand. Okay. I don't have rhetoric, so I might as well just put this on. I should get better shoes. Alright, so...
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there, postbox.
The
I've
mail
been
collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
I got morale from a mailbox. Okay.